My ego waffles. I ain't trying to be aggressive, but people look at me like I'm an old man. I came back from resurrecting. They look at me like I came back from the dead, like it's Resident Evil. But they don't even understand that I'm actually more human than you ever can. This is why I'm what you call the ex-human. I'm just different. I'm artistically different. My Archers of Chaos is your king of the night, Vincent Valentine, EX Turk, and I'm coming back at you with the news. We got some real news going on with Final Fantasy VII, not the remake, so do not get this, do not get this mistake for anything. So, pretty much it's from Kotaku. Let me go back to my news page. Sorry, I saved it on my Facebook, so it should be there. Okay, let's see what happens. Wait, what the fuck? It's flip it. Okay, hold up. Give me a minute. Give me a minute. What the? I saved it. For some reason, it's not showing up. That's weird. Okay, that's weird. I just had it right here. It just disappeared. You can't just delete it like that. It's like there's no way to delete it. Let me go back down. This is gonna take a while. But apparently, Tetsuya Nomura was actually, Tetsuya Nomura was actually planned. Let me go ahead and try to share it again. But Tetsuya Nomura was actually planned to kill other characters off. Which I'm sorry for the long pause. For some reason, the article just didn't load up correctly. So, pretty much, yes, it was an interview thing where, from Kotaku, that Tetsuya Nomura was actually going to kill most of the main characters off. Aeris wasn't just going to be the only one. Because, let's be honest, most fans are actually still complaining about how Aeris died. Don't get me wrong, I didn't want that to happen. I actually liked Aeris as a character, but it is what it is, and at some point, we all got to get over the fact that she's gone. You could make a DLC to bring her back, but it's not going to be the same game you remember. In fact, it's just going to make it just awful on the fact that, you're changing stuff that's original, That's just like, okay, that's just like, That's just like if they'd made Anakin Skywalker not go to the dark side. Sure, it would be a happier story, but it would be different. It wouldn't be the same. It wouldn't have the same effect. Aerys dying was actually a good effect, because it was part of the original, and it did happen, Whether you really realize that or not, it did happen, so, you can't really get mad about that stuff. So, it's like, the point I'm trying to say is that, there were more characters to be killed off. And then if you didn't remember, Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge lost their lives as well. And died supposedly. 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 I'm going to say it again. Supposedly, died in the accident as well. So, died in the whole tragic accident that happened, after him and Barrett's battle. So it did happen. It really did. So you can't really say it didn't. But, that's another character death as well. If you didn't remember that. Zack dies in the flashbacks. Of course, we all know that. That's something we know. Booga Hongen died of old age. If you really think about it. He has died of old age. So, that's nothing too, as well. He died of old age. So, it's like, So, that happened too. As well. That also happened as well. As well as the other latter things that happened. So, that did happen as well. So, Tetsuya Nomura pretty much, already killed a lot of people as it is. Now, I actually finally found the article, the actual article finally. For some reason, it wasn't loading up, so, I'm going to go ahead and try to save the article, and now I'm going to get ready to read the article since I actually found the actual article on Final Fantasy VII's page at Kotaku. And and the article, and the person who wrote this article is a woman named Heather Alexandria. So let's get to the let's get to the thing. Now, these are just interview pieces of Tetsuya Nomura. Tetsuya Nomura, character battle visual director, Square Japan. Okay, so maybe I did kill Aerith. But have you ever stopped to think the second half of the game we were planning to kill everyone, but the final three, the three characters that the player chooses? And then Qatar says, "No way, I wrote it here. I wrote that. Where? In the same scenes where you and Midgar, you were supposed to die there. Really, I still don't remember." Okay, now here comes the article. Final Fantasy VII has nearly had a lot more character deaths than heirs accord to the original history published by Polygon. Director Yoshinori Kitase originally planned to kill off most of the party members to end the game, but the piece, an incredible exhaustive retrospect game on the game designs, featuring interviews with dozens of designers, creatives. I highly recommend it for anyone if anyone's interested in the game's history. Well, pretty much, yes, that was supposed to happen to the optional characters and some of the party characters as well, and would also explain why, even though Dirge Cerberus patched this up, where Vincent and Yuffie weren't there, it was patched up by Dirge Cerberus saying that they were, rescuing civilians, but it explains why Vincent Valentine and Yuffie Kisaragi did not show up, at the end of those Cloud and Sephiroth's battle. It's not that the fact that because when the final game came out, those two characters were in the game. But that explains some plan. Remember, Final Fantasy VII has planned some of its original stuff into the game as it is. Remember, Sephiroth and Aerith were supposed to be brothers and sisters. But there's a good theory and a good chance that Alphonse is Lucretia's sister, thus making Sephiroth and Aerith cousins. So, if it's not too impossible to say that Tetsuya Nomura was going to kill off some of our characters on the fact that we didn't get to see Vincent or Yuffie in the end cutscene of when after Cloud defeats Sephiroth. Even though Dirge Cerberus says that they're somewhere else, you could see where they were planning to just kind of purge some characters. You saw it, you saw what they were trying to do, and it's not too hard to say that that's not possible for this to happen, but they kept some of the same stuff. Remember, in the import of Final Fantasy VII, there was only one weapon, and that was the diamond weapon. All the weapons never existed in the imported Japanese PlayStation 1 game. They put the other ones when they released the North American one, because the North American one has pretty much all the extra stuff. But even then, it's still kept to its original roots and concepts as it is, They just change concepts and what characters look like from concept artwork to now, for the final game. So it's not too impossible to say that this at some point was true. Tell me what you think in the comments below. I'm going to leak it. I hope this really does work because, well, this is actually from Flip It using Kotaku's article, and the article comes from Heather Alexandria, and may the crystal be with you. Let me know what you think in the comments, and may the crystal be with you.